Hi, beautiful people in the Feminine Wealth Collective group. I'm so happy to be here tonight. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing green. I hope you're sporting your green outfits today. And today is such a great day. Today is the day of extra luck. And today I'm excited to kick off our series of wealth mindset shifts. And I know we've been talking about this. I spoke a bit more yesterday on this topic. If you have not caught that live, please do that now. But today we're kicking off a series of 10 powerful mindset shifts for to support you in creating wealth. And this is perfect for women entrepreneurs. This is perfect for coaches, anybody who has a business. Honestly, this is perfect for you if you're really serious about growing your business, scaling your business with the right kind of mindset. So, these are the 10 power moves we'll be talking about every day for the next 10 days. And I could not have been more excited to kick off this series today on the day of extra luck, extra juju, and the celebration of St. Patrick's Day and the wisdom of St. Patrick. So, I want to reveal something to you. Here she is. It's actually a guidebook that I have created for you. And this is what the front page looks like. This is actually a 22-page guidebook. Probably you can see. And I do not have a color printer, but this is what the black and white version looks like. And today we're going to be talking about the number one mindset shifts. So before we dive into that, I want to tell you where I started my business. So this is going back in 2018. At that time, I had a physical location and I was an energy practitioner. I had a yoga studio. I owned the yoga studio and I created a healing center. And in that space, I would have clients come in to do yoga, and then they would be all curious about, hey, what is this healing work you do, Shakti? Tell me more about it. So then I would tell them about it. And at that point, I started my work charging $99 and then raised the prices up to $150 an hour. And now obviously I charge way more now. And my work has evolved, my business model has evolved. But back in that day, in 2018, I was I had a full practice, at like 125, 150 an hour. I had a full practice. My healing work was really working, and it was just you know, so touching actually to see the impact of my sessions. Some women like I connect with, they they're connecting with me like 7 years later since then, and they still remember what I said to them in that session, which is like, it blows my mind away every time it happens. And it has happened a lot. So, this is like Shakti in 2018, and I was seeing a lot of clients. Now, here's the thing, I'm very sensitive to my energy, and I realized fairly quickly that Shakti, here's the cap on your capacity. That means you cannot see more than three people in a day. And if you take, at that time I was charging like, let's say $120 an hour, multiply by two, that was my daily cap. And there are many people, in fact, even in this group, who are charging by the hour. And some people push through and they see more clients to kind of really earn more income, or other people who really can be just like very held back because of capacity, can feel like there's a cap that they cannot get past. So today's mindset shift is about pricing, about undercharging. And I will tell you, most entrepreneurs, especially in the realm of coaching and healing and holistic health, what I have noticed is so many still continue to undercharge. So the mindset shift number one is, this is what I see happening. And the hesitation, you hesitate to raise your prices because you fear that you will lose clients. And this happens all the time. We second guess, question whether this is the right price. Should I say it? Should I not say it? Should I like give a discount and make sure the client sign up? And I will tell you that your client, I would say 80% of the time is not gonna say no to your work because of money. And this is shocking. We think it's all about money, but it's actually not about money. It's about how well your client, your potential client, understand the value of your work. And that means, how well do you understand the value of your work? How well are you owning the value of our work? And I want you to just like really rest and trust in this particular very universal law. Human beings are exceptionally creative and very well resourced. If we want, as human beings, if we want to do something and we are like so clear why we want to do it, there's no force that can stop us from getting the right resources and support and money to make the investment. So your hesitation in raising your prices is actually not doing a service to your potential clients. And when you raise your prices, you really fairly compensate yourself. So a lot of times this belief shows up as, if I charge more, people will think I'm greedy, they will leave. Or some people can also feel like, I know I'm undercharging, but if I raise my price, am I gonna be scaring my clients away? What if I'm charging more than the market? I don't want to lose sales. And I feel guilty about asking for more, even though I know I am over delivering. How many of you actually do over deliver? How many of you follow up with your clients beyond the session? How many of you show extra care? How many of you go, over the hour, over like 5 minutes, 10 minutes over, right? There are so many of us who actually overgive, and this is partly because we're so empathic. So this is the time when I want to invite you to lean back, take a big breath, and allow yourself to actually receive more. Because we cannot pour from an empty cup to anyone else. The more you get to receive your fair compensation, the more your client will get to receive your support. It works both ways. So if you want to support your client more, offer more potent transformation, it's so important that you actually receive more too. So now I'm talking about the path to six figures. You may be anywhere on the spectrum. You may be at zero. You may have started a new business. But the path to six figures, and actually multi six figures and seven figures, you're going to be asked to constantly raise your price. You're going to be asked to play in the premium space. And I know it is not just as easy as what you and I are talking about. There is more that goes into setting up the experience and the container in a premium space. But today I just want you to lean back and give yourself permission to go premium, to charge the prices and attract very high caliber of clients who can really receive your transformation at the level, at the peak that you can provide at this stage of the game. And so that you get to create more impact with less effort. Because one of the most important thing that you can do for your clients is actually show up to them feeling well compensated, feeling relaxed, feeling, not like, 2018 Shakti version who was seeing three clients, and by the end of the third client you're like, oh, I need to go home and take a nap. So each client deserves your your fresh energy, your aliveness, your you showing up energized, and that is what you get to give them when you really start to play with the quality and let go the quantity. And in that quality you get to actually facilitate really powerful transformation, exactly what will help you to not only raise your prices but also deliver most potent transformations out there, which creates even more demand for your work. So the mindset shift is, for the reframe for your mindset is that my pricing reflects the transformation I provide. The right clients will always invest in my work. When the doubt comes, should I raise prices? Should I not raise prices? I want you to remember that, your pricing, to kind of really work with the client, work with your thoughts, especially that doubt inside your mind, and to remind yourself my pricing reflects the transformation I provide. The right clients will always invest and meet me at that level. And people who truly value my work will happily pay. The clients who question my pricing are not my clients just yet. In this way, you can let go of any push and pull. You can let go of any having to convince anyone, chase anyone down. Just like, okay, this is what my prices are, and this is what I can offer in exchange of those prices. So I had a client, actually. I have a client story for you. I had a client not too long ago who was charging $100 sessions, and she was doing some holistic health work, alternative holistic health, and she was charging $100 session, and we did the work together, and she started to create really high value packages for her clients and charge $5,000 for them. And I have seen this happen. I see this happen all the time, and this can happen for you as well. Allow this conversation, this transmission, to be a permission slip for you, and allow yourself to rise up in the value you provide and the prices you charge. So the practice for today is that I want you to write down your current price, and I want you to triple it, multiply it by 3, and see what happens in your body. Does she go in a discomfort? Is she happy? Is she like, does she exhale and rest more? And I want you to write down 3 reasons why your offer is worth this 3 times more price. And I'm not asking you to just yet and change your pricing completely, but I want you to play with this. I want you to tap into the energetics of it, feel somatically in your body, notice what comes up, and I want you to report that in this post. Underneath this video, put in the comments what's coming up for you, and know that this is the process, and you kick off this process by really starting to be comfortable around this change. And obviously, I don't recommend making that change until you feel fully aligned inside. That is when you go implement that change. Otherwise, the energy is not gonna be smooth for this transition to happen. But put in the chat, put in the comments what comes up when you think about raising your prices times 3. And that would be the exercise for today. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have not downloaded the Wealth Mindset Shifts guidebook that I showed you today, which is this guidebook, I want you to have a copy. And this way, there are actually sections I have created where you can do the exercise with me and you can write your response with me. I have also, just very logistically, I have also space created at the end, extra space. So if your responses don't fit there, you have extra space to work off of. But let this be let this be your space where you start to really think about how to scale your business in the most easy, effortless way possible. There are many ways to scaling your business, but this way, when you really start to work, creating that change internally, then the implementation outside is a hell lot easier. So, download this guidebook. The link to it is in the comments, and it's going to take you to a page. And on that page, you will just put your information, your name, your email address, and you will get instant access to this guidebook. And you're going to get an email, confirmation email from me. And, from there, you can access the document, and you can, flip through the guidebook and then continue filling it out with me. And today is really all about prepping yourself, prepping your body for this transition. But there are more CTAs coming, call to actions coming each day when you will actually implement what you're learning with me in your business right away. So I'm really stoked for that. I think this is the perfect prep work for scaling your business. And for most of you, I think it's an entrepreneurial mindset where we're always looking for opportunities. But um, and what's better than that, to be able to work on your business in bite size, look at different parts of the business and start to open up new opportunity. And I really feel like this 10-day period we are in is a really powerful time. This is the best time to be doing this work, and I'm excited to see what comes up from it. So write in the comment, your response for this exercise that we just went through, and grab the PDF, grab the guidebook for yourself, and let me know if any questions come up around pricing. I think this is a really hot topic, very important topic to talk about. And please know that there's no wrong question in this space. This is all our space, and I would rather have you ask this question in the safety of the space, where you are not judged, rather than being sitting with your question and holding the hesitation and raising your price. So good luck to you. Day one is a wrap, and I will see you tomorrow again for day two. And looking forward to connecting soon. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.